welcome. It's me, Persita, and this is Persita's Paradox. So today, let's talk about relationships and how we invest and budget in them. It's always a dynamic of trying to understand how to balance a relationship, be it family, be it friends, colleagues at work, associates, whatever it is. It's always going to be a struggle for us all to figure out how exactly we need to sustain and maintain a relationship. There's some key factors that I'd like to share with you today on how I approach relationships and what I find myself expecting from not only myself, but other people. Because let's still be real. Everyone has an expectation in a relationship. Typically, we put our own expectation onto a person because we just assume that they would respond exactly the way we would respond, right? We covered this. We understand that that's not the issue. I think it only becomes an issue in any relationship when you are expecting more than what you're actually putting in. We find ourselves sometimes looking at someone thinking that they would consider what we're doing as an investment. And maybe they don't understand it as an investment at all. They're thinking you're just doing it from the kindness of your heart. Typically, every move we make with some sense of expectation. The key is to understand if we treat it like we do our checking account, right? If we're not putting money into our checking account, there's no way for us to write a check or to swipe the card and expect for anything to be in it. Not at all. You don't go and do that with the bank. You don't expect them to do any of those things, so you understand the analogy. Here's where the analogy gets deeper. Say you are putting money into the bank, but you're still in a position of overdrawing the account by wanting to spend more money than what's in the account. Now, we know that the bank, once you've built some type of good relationship and credit with them, will actually pay some of your items without returning them, but they'll charge you a return fee. If you understand that analogy, then let's understand it in relationships. Sometimes you'll take all of your being to give to a person and you're expecting something back. And sometimes you'll only give a little, but still expect a lot more. The key is to actually have the balance with investing and budgeting what you're using. If you know that you're asking for something above and beyond what you would ever expect from yourself, you want to slow down and really look at your account, call it a checking account, and see, do I actually have enough funds in this account to expect or require something from another person the same way I would a checking account? Let's keep in mind that in our relationships across the board, there's a certain level of being aware of what you're actually investing in before you can yield any return. You cannot allow yourself to not communicate and find out what the person or job or boss is expecting from you. Relationships only work if you work the relationship. It's like anything else in life. The key to a great relationship will always foremost be sacrifice, because your perception and the other person's perception will tend to be off. And without some sense of line of communication and some sense of sacrifice, it's very complicated to only be the wanter or to only be the person who's doing the work. There is no extreme in relationship. There is also no identity of balance in relationship, because just like anything, there's always going to be a lead in it. So you might say, well, that doesn't make any sense, Persita. My relationships are balanced and no one leads me and I don't lead people. Impossible. Impossible. Because if you're walking straight and the road gets narrow, at some point, someone's going to have to walk in front of the other. And you want to understand that when you are investing and budgeting your time, effort, money, spirit, vibe, energy into someone, you want to make sure that if that time comes and they have to lead, that they're capable. Because you've invested, you've budgeted your time with the person, you've understood that you've put enough into the relationship to yield a return. You can't go wrong. Now, I will say these are not easy tasks. They're not easy to do in regards to communicating with others. It's not easy to get people to actually tell you exactly how they feel and they want, because we're always conscious of each other's feelings. But I'm going to challenge you today to do your best to be authentic, even if that means rubbing a person the wrong way. I'm sure they would prefer to at least know where they stand and how they can better their relationship with you, if they're in a relationship, than for you to just simply get fed up and walk away. So today, the challenge is to simply be aware of how you're investing in budgeting. The same way you invest in budget in yourself via a checking account, the same way you understand that if there's no money in the checking account, you can't write a check or swipe your card. The same way that you understand if you overdraw your account, the bank has the leniency and the discretion to pay it out or not pay it out. But always remember that there's a sacrifice and a fee that you're still going to have to pay, even if they pay it for you first. Treating people as you want to be treated is the key to life. Loving first is always the key to life. But let's really pay attention to what we're doing in our world and fix our world so that we can better the world. Thank you so much for joining me today. It has been awesome talking to you. I greatly appreciate all of your support and all of your beautiful comments, even though most of them are inboxed. I greatly appreciate the time that you take to talk to me and to give me insight on what you want to hear about. If you have another topic that you'd like to hear about or something you'd like me to expand on from a previous video, please, please, please be sure to comment, share, like in the comments below, subscribe, do all of those great things. Let me know what you are thinking and how you're thinking. And let me know if this is helping you. That would greatly, greatly be appreciated. Have a blessed day, and always remember to live life authentic. Have a great, great day. Bye-bye.